Things have not been going well for Seth Borden over the past few days, and social media is in an absolute storm. Things aren't going particularly great for Seth Borden right now. Only a few weeks ago, Kristen Lee of the Bel Air house spoke out against Seth after a video came to light of him making, quote, sexually inappropriate comments.
Alright, how are we going to outro this? We're going to call Kristen back here. She's going to blow all three of us, and then we're going to leave. Yes.
Since this, we've had a response from Seth which stated that he was under the impression that this was, quote, water under the bridge. Last I checked, we were on good terms. This was, in her words, quote, water under the bridge. We hugged on our way out of the house, and she even invited me and my friends back shortly after this incident to film another video at the house. To which Kristen responded by stating that this was in fact not water under the bridge.
Really made it not water under the bridge, because there is something that happened after this. And I want to touch on this real quick too. The guy named Bordon stated that he said that I invited them back. Well, I would gladly at that time, before I knew what I'm about to tell you, would have invited Sam and Colby, but never the Borden boy. Never, ever. He is never allowed in my house. As a matter of the fact, he's not allowed in any location in Bel Air that I know of, because we're very, very tight people in Bel Air. Like, we do not. You screw one of us over, you screw the whole village over. So, I mean, you just stay on Route 7 if you're going to the pen, bro, because you're eventually going to end up at the pen.
This seemed to open the door for many people, women in particular, to speak out about other, quote, sexual assault acts that Seth has made on them, with some even being supposed minors. This all started when on the 12th of December, Seth made a very lengthy post to X in which he stated the controversy surrounding him and even called out some people in particular that were speaking out against him publicly. This was, assumingly, in response to a post that was made by Casey a day prior to this, stating, quote, supporting an abuser is the equivalent of supporting years, if not a lifetime, of trauma for the victim. Listen and help us heal, not have us relive what we've been through. Seth's post then states, no matter what kind of fuckery the world has shown me, I've always chosen to respond from love rather than from hate. Even when I'm the one on the receiving end of the hate, because that's who I really am. So my responses this time will be no different. I will be brutally honest. I will not be defined by baseless and utterly false accusations and or crass actions from others, especially not from the people who have never met me. And yes, I'm talking about all the people literally pretending they've once known or currently do know me personally, just to make speaking bad on me and my name seem more valid. The world may not know that you're lying, but you and I both do. You can lie about me all you want. My soul is pure and I will stand on that until the day I return to whatever it is I came from. If I'm the one that's lying, then the void can take my soul from my body right now. I've been at a loss for words lately. I feel shocked, betrayed and truly hurt to my core by the way that I've been getting treated by people who were supposed to have my back. It's taken some time for me to collect my thoughts because unlike some, I speak nothing but the truth. I don't blindly follow narratives. I think my own thoughts and I put them into my words. I can also proudly say that I've never taken to social media in an attempt to maliciously break down and destroy another human's character in the way that some have been trying to do to me. Talk about an ego trip. You know what that is, bullying and harassment. I find the hypocrisy fascinating. Sure, I could tell you all a whole bunch of things about the people some of you are getting your information from and who they are behind the closed doors too. People who live in glass houses really shouldn't throw stones, but that is not who I am. I don't do that kind of stuff. People who do are just insecure and have a lot of unresolved trauma. That's the difference between someone like me and the people trying to create this drama. Shame on me for letting these kind of people into my life in the first place. I wish I realised who and what they were sooner rather than later. You have all shown me that I need to protect my heart in a more efficient way, and that starts right now. Allow me to address each of them personally. Becky, You don't know a thing about me, yet you seem to be the ringleader for everyone's false allegations about me. All I have to say to you is, get a life. You're actually talented, and you should be worrying about your own life and career instead of someone else's. Cece, you look like the biggest clout chaser out of the bunch. Personally, I don't care if you stop talking shit about me because I think that's all you'll ever be. I don't know you. I've never met you. Stop telling people that you have past experiences with me before I had a quote reputation. Because we both know that's not true. The only reason I know who you are is because you were friends with Karina when her and I were dating. Going along with fake drama and false accusations you saw from people who you barely knew will not get you real followers. It will get you fake friends and fake fans who will leave you in the dust the minute they hear something bad about you, even if it's not true. Trust me, I'm not the devil that you think I am. Lex, this isn't about you, but you're actually a true sexual assaulter. Don't make me start talking about how you cheated on your husband multiple times with multiple men and sexually assaulted my brother at an Airbnb in Boston by wrapping your legs around him and grabbing his dick, all in the presence of other physical witnesses. One of those witnesses being Karina. Funny how that works, huh? I mean, you guys constantly talk shit about each other when Karina and I were dating, but now you guys are all besties again. It's so funny how Karina didn't want to call out the real sexual assault when she saw you do it to a man. Double standard much? The nerve of you, Lex, to support false allegations about me when you have actually done it in the past. Hypocrite. I don't want to hear shit from you. Casey, we've been broken up for almost 3 years now. Move on already. If you're gonna keep talking about me, don't forget to tell people how I paid your bills because you couldn't hold down a job. Or how I used my dad's workplace to get your job and would constantly call out or not show up. Or how you're going through my phone to read personal conversations between me and my brother while I was sleeping. Or how you're constantly accusing me of cheating when you were the one who was going out to dinner with other guys while I was travelling. Or at home editing vids and working my arse off to pay our bills. Or how I bought you a laptop so you could start editing videos and take YouTube more seriously. Or how I gave you one of my camera lenses and never asked for anything in return because I just wanted you to succeed. Or how I bought you every piece of gear you needed when you wanted to start streaming. Or how my family chose to take you in where you were running low on cash and couldn't afford rent in Rhode Island. Or how you wouldn't let me message back female fans because you were insecure. Or how you told my mum that you chose to keep some of those female fans and my buddy Josh out on a 100k celebration video because you simply didn't think that they deserved to be in the vid. Don't even make me start talking about the night you ran up to me, put your hands on me and physically assaulted me in front of hundreds of people and even threatened to, quote, beat my ass. I could keep going, but I think you get the point. You need to move on because I never did anything wrong to you. All I ever did was provide for you. You couldn't trust me because of your own issues with yourself that you've always been too afraid to face. If it had nothing to do with me or the way I treated you, and deep down you know it. It's not my fault that you could never solve those problems without the attention of others. You just tried to manipulate me into thinking it was. Here's the deal. All the people causing and amplifying this drama have taken their hypocrisy, as well as their unnecessary hatred and jealousy of me and my platform to a whole new level. I'm a good person with a clean conscience and a pure soul, and I deserve better than this. So from this point forward, I'm done putting my dreams, and quite literally, my entire personal life on hold. I'm also done keeping my mouth shut about these clout chasers who only stick their heads up from their underground burrows whenever their YouTube channel needs clicks and views, or when their personal self-esteem is actually so low that they feel they need to attempt to make someone else look worse by using slander to deceit and fit whatever twisted narrative they think they will keep their facade of a public image going. They couldn't have made their true motives more obvious with their oh so convenient timing and the words that they carelessly chose to use against me. They used the internet and the lack of proper context to make others look like horrible people. On top of that, they've gone as far as trying to reignite the beef with a retweet because it's, quote, dying out after a week. Thanks for letting us know you only care about how much people talk about it. They'll never admit to it, but I mean, come on. They started this on Twitter, of all platforms, the fakest and most toxic social media there is. To make these kind of allegations and say that context and or proof is not required is just mind-boggling. And so many of you went with it. They knew you'd all expose yourselves for the sheep you really are. Which brings me to my next point. I see the bandwagon supporters, I also see the fake fair weather friends who've already decided to ditch me without even bringing this situation to my attention, let alone asking me for the truth. Y'all can believe what you want about me. I don't care anymore. I've got nothing to prove to any other person on this earth. I know who I am. My family, friends, business partners, and people who really know me know who I am too. Anyone who truly knows me knows the label that people are trying to put on me is wrong. As I said, I also know who all these people really are off the screen. Don't let them fool you into thinking they're holier than thou. I mean, half the people I've seen talking down on me have been in my DMs sexually harassing me. None of you have any idea how disgusting messages and photos I receive on a daily basis, or how uncomfortable they make me. But that doesn't get talked about, right? I wonder why. Not to mention that those same people among the others in this toxic, godforsaken fandom publicly sexually harass my friends on a daily basis. I'm not even going to get into detail about that double standard, but it's important to know that it really does exist. And you're all seeing it play out right here, right now. They just don't want you to pay attention to that because I'm a man with a following, which makes me an easy target for people that have ambition. They'll swear that's not the case, but it is. For the record, and let me be very clear about this, I do not need to and I will not run to social media to make a statement or explain and defend myself every time someone says something bad about me. Don't like my silence? Don't like how long it takes for me to respond to something? Too bad. Get off the internet and go live your life instead of worrying about me and mine. Me having a following doesn't entitle you to my attention, nor does it entitle you to any information about my personal life, regardless of the circumstances. I have a real life outside of all this fake internet stuff, and this is the last time I'm entertaining it. You should try it sometime. One more thing for the record, since my brand got bought into this for some reason, as if it's relevant, because it was probably another way for people to try and make me look bad. Quote, no apologies, doesn't mean that you never say sorry or admit when you're wrong. It stands for being true to who you are and expressing it with no fear or inhibition, regardless of how you are treated by others. That's something no one can or will ever take from me. I mean, y'all clearly don't know who I am if you're willing to burn an entire community down. I guess you've never heard of the Phoenix either. Also, deleting comments and hiding replies is not an admission of guilt. That's me protecting my mental health and my community from toxicity and bullies, because that's all you are. Coming after me is one thing, but to go and straight up bully people for following me and not believing the supposed victim when they have no reason to is immoral and wrong. You all know who you are. You've all shown me your true colours, and that those shades of hate are not welcome in my community. You want my platform? You can have it. Lord knows most of you need an external validation more than I do. Unlike my haters, I don't need the following on social media to fulfill and do what I love, which is making videos and music. I started this journey 6 years ago as a way to bring people together and maybe even help get people through tough times with comfort content like others did for me in the past. Every step of this journey has been taken with honesty, integrity, humility, and I've treated every soul I've come across with the utmost love and respect. Am I perfect? No. We're all human, we all have flaws, we all make mistakes, we all live and learn, but one thing I'm not going to do is be somebody's scapegoat for trauma that has absolutely nothing to do with me, just because I have a platform that others wish they could have. Y'all are getting information about me from people who will never tell you how they actually wronged me, but have no problem telling tall tales about me and what I stand for. Here's the truth. I will never sell my soul. I will never take blame for something I did not, have never, and will never do. So, if you got love for me, I love you. Your continuous support through what has been the toughest year of my entire life has reminded me of why I'm really here. Now I know who my real ones are. Oh, and if you hate me, I love you too. But on the real, fuck cancel culture. And if you want to cancel me, fuck you too. Be an activist for something it doesn't count that you're an activist against Seth Borden. Yes, if I see any of you post lies like this about me again, you're all getting cease and desists, and I will take you all to court. I may not care what people think about me, but I take these kind of allegations to my reputation as a man very seriously. I won't have it soiled by a couple of bitter, jealous women that have nothing better to do or any real reason to hate me, other than the fact that our relationships didn't work out. Because let's be real, you're just upset that I finally found myself these past few months and have realised I don't need you, like you tried to manipulate me into thinking I did. PSS, fuck this toxic app too, I'm done with it. To which the people named in this post, KC and CC, actually spoke out publicly too on X with some very alarming claims and accusations. Looking over to Casey's X page first, there was a post that was made which stated, "Dear Seth, I was refusing to say your name for multiple reasons, but since we're keeping everything so formal and everything out in the public, I wish I could move on from someone like you. All the girls you sexually assaulted, including minors, keep coming to me asking for help on how to heal from what you've put them through. It's like because I was your first public girlfriend, they know I'm going to understand. I accused you of cheating because your friends would send me screenshots of you liking their nudes, flirting, etc. and you denying everything, so yeah. That's gonna cause some trust issues, laughing my arse off. The going through the phone thing, I'll 100% admit to, and thank God I did, because the conversations between you and Chase, you talking about how you wish you could bag all these girls in LA, or how you wish you fucked Stace while you had the chance and cheated on me. Girl, I'm so sorry for bringing you into this. I love you. And the way more pervy, disgusting shit that's disturbing. Chase encouraging it too. You shouldn't be allowed to be around women. You told me conversations like that are normal. Bro, no they're not. I appreciate you buying me a laptop and everything you did, but also gifts go both ways. Don't make out that you were the only one giving anything. You actually didn't pay my bills, laughing my arse off. Our rent was $100. I paid my share and you paid yours. I actually just went and watched the 100k video I made for you. It's a majority of female fans, and oh, Josh is in it too, laughing my arse off. Quit lying to make yourself look better. It's all you're good at. I wish I'd never moved in with you and your family. There's not a lot of things I regret, but that was definitely one of them. I was doing perfect in RI. I'd take all the crazy shit there over anything with you, laughing my arse off. And the last part, laughing my arse off, I didn't physically assault you. I barely pushed you and called you out for all of the wrongdoings, listed every name of the person that you hurt and defended each one, which calling you out for your bullshit because you're disgusting. You gave me trust issues. I ignored all of the red flags, literally 1 month in of being with you. And like I said before, I want to move on from you. I want your name to be erased from my brain. So please stop harassing women, and just like when I broke up with you, stop treating us this way. P.S. I don't care the quote shit talking Karina did about me when you guys were together, because I know how you work, how you lie to manipulate every person into doing you wrong. Her and I are friends again, and I'm so grateful for her to be in my life. She's a beautiful soul. Your loss, truly. There were then a series of posts made after this, which were only a couple of hours between them being posted, which stated in the order of them being posted were, they were posted. Quote, "This shit is so dumb, but I'm not letting someone air out lies about me, laughing my arse off." Quote, "Also, he couldn't even unblock me before he said all the lies about me, laughing my arse off. I was sent screenshots like, and I can assure you, he thought I wasn't going to respond because normally I'm very private. But that was a fucked quote apology and real sexual assault allegations. Quote, and also, I'm in a very healthy relationship now. The poor guy has to deal with all my trauma, but he's been so understanding of everything I've been through, and I'm so grateful to have him. Also, please take all of the screenshots of my tweets because I'm gonna delete them in a day. I don't need this on my page, I'm tired of seeing his name." Quote, "I don't like calling people names, but you gotta be one shit ass person if you think airing out people's personal shit is an okay response to your sexual assault allegations. Disgusting." Quote, I am done. I'm sorry you guys had to even witness any of this. It's why I stayed silent to begin with. But from now on, you will have positive tweets again. I'll try and be more active in general. I love you guys. Quote, one huge thing I want to add to all of this is I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the sensitive topic that's been brought up. I'm sorry that everyone who's experienced sexual assault. If you have, I hope you've healed / are healing. It's not easy, but please always remember you're not alone. Quote, last thing, for all the people asking for proof of sexual assault, not only is that sick, but you guys literally have it. The initial video of him that got leaked showing his true character, Kristen responded to his apologies saying that it's all lies and they are not civil, and then added a link to the original Side Eye Guys video. Another of the girls that was called out in Seth's post, Cece, also spoke up in response to this. The first was a reply to Casey's post in which she stated, quote, apparently I'm a clout chaser when that's far from the truth and it's assumed. I don't know the people who have told me these things and not even this specific situation, like they're my friends. She then goes on to say, quote, after reading all the comments under his post, people apologising to him for him being abused. Excuse me, what, where the fuck? Bullying? Absolutely not. Not once did he ever acknowledge what was being said, not one time. Abusers always manipulate by saying what they, quote, did good, to distract from the actual story and what's going on. What was said about me, I didn't even say, laughing my fucking arse off. Again, fangirls, fucking weird, yo. Also, to the quote, friend supporting this shit, as well as liking his stuff and still following, I see it. See yourself out, I'm tired. Now, it's important to mention here that everything that has been brought up in these tweets, as of right now, are only allegations, as there hasn't been any proof provided to back up these claims. But, what do you make of this? I saw this on my timeline and I was scrolling through just kind of trying to wrap my head around what was going on, because I knew about the whole Kristen Lee thing, but I thought it would all die down after this, and I thought it was kind of, you know, put to bed. Seth was cracked on. I saw that he changed his channel to him and his brother doing exploring stuff, and you know, they kind of rebranded it, moved away from just Seth, it was like other people as well. And I thought, oh, he's cracking on with his life, good to see. But then all this has come up and it seems that it's not over, to say the least. But what do you make of it? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. I mean, it's wild accusations, absolutely crazy accusations, and like I've said before, I want to stress that these are only accusations for the time being, so please, you know, that's all we can base it off of. So no proof has been shown, so please, you know, don't go off and start accusing Seth of sexual assault because it hasn't been proven. I'm just reporting on what is literally in front of me. But let me know your thoughts are down in the comments below, and while you're down there, you know what you need to do. Jump scare the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. And until next time, my brain is fried, and I'll speak to you later. Peace.